Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in for another excellent episode of Overbite Gaming. And today, I need to ask... You can insert the sound clip. You better insert the sound clip, you editing bastard.
Of course I will.
And today, we need to ask for the forgiveness of Great Lord Gaben. We are going to be discussing Epic Game Stores.
Fuck him.
Give us free, you fuck.
So yeah, I mean, the reason for doing this video is there's an unfolding drama that's not just drama about the Epic Game Store and how its impact is going to be to Steam.
Yeah, I mean, we have touched on it before in the podcast, but seeing as very few of you listen to that...
We're going to tell you again. We're going to tell you again.
So basically, Epic Game Store is a competitor to Steam. It's been funded by Epic on the back of their atrocious Fortnite profits. Mm-hmm. And when I say atrocious, I mean literally squillions of dollars.
Yeah.
I believe that's an actual term.
They could be the new behemoth of PC gaming, but it does bring some problems, and that's what we want to go through. So let's get cracking.
So most people are like shitting on it because they don't want to install another launcher. I mean, we've already got Origin, you've already got Steam, you've already got Uplay, you've already got GOG Galaxy. Battle.net, yeah, well done. Full of something. Go you.
I know.
And the new Bethesda one, but of course no one's using that because it's 76. Yeah.
Well, you have to kind of do that through dial-up, surely.
That was a nice goat impression. I like it.
But yeah, so Epic Game Store is the kind of new kid on the block that's really taking it full on. And I think from what we know, their approach isn't as much of just doing the same thing and trying to compete in that way. They're literally going hard in with get some games, get some people on board, and then people will build it and they will come sort of thing. They're really being quite aggressive with better.
And then they will leave to save your child from choking.
Yeah. But they'll be pushing this agenda of exclusive games and getting people on board, giving the developers a bigger cut, and just making it a better environment for people to produce games in. Let's face it, Steam in recent years has just opened the door to an absolute fuck ton of trite rubbish and asset flippy games
and lots of boobs
and horrible titles that have caused some controversy in the general media
and boobs.
But there's also with Epic Games, they seem to be doing the right thing. Well, not the right thing, but they're doing well. Like the actual stats are coming in to say they're actually doing much better for certain games than they were doing on Steam.
Yeah, there is a caveat to all of this. They are offering slightly better percentages for developers than Steam. Steam operates on a sliding scale, so the more units you shift, the bigger a cut you get. It's not huge, and they're not that far away from Epic, but what Epic is doing is giving big lump sum cash payments to developers to get them to come to their store in the first place. This is anti-consumer because it reduces and completely eliminates competition. Because you don't have the choice of where you buy things, so they have to be better.
That's right.
You're just saying, it's only available here, buy it here.
But we've had the problem, for some time it happened, and it's still happening places on console. And yet it's the same story there. I mean, the problem is that when you have PC gaming, it has never had that problem as much as over maybe recent years. Okay, with Uplay and Origins launching their own clients, PC gaming wasn't as fractured as console gaming would have been, where you have my friends have a PS4 and I have an Xbox, can't play with them. On PCs, you could still, if you have a PC and someone else has a PC, you can generally play with that person.
Yeah, I mean, that's still going to be the case. It just means they have to download the Epic Game Launcher.
But unfortunately, if it's something that, you don't have the Epic game that you want, and you've already, got a whole library on Steam, and you're building your friends in that environment, it could be a problem.
Yeah, certainly the Epic Game Store is not just full of exclusive. It does have games that are common across the two platforms.
But the other thing that's coming in terms of games, there's a huge number of chunks I would never have seen coming to PC in the first place, let alone to the Epic Game Store.
No.
So Quantic Dream are releasing their chunk of hunker stuff.
Chunker hunker.
So Detroit Become Human, recently a game that I did quite enjoy. You didn't quite enjoy it as much as I did.
It was okay.
But it's coming to Epic Game Store, so to play it on PC, it's going to be available.
As is Heavy Rain and also Beyond Two Souls.
Which was fantastic, I thought, actually.
I kind of fell in love with Ellen Page and then discovered she was a lesbian, so I liked her more.
Can still love her. We love you, Ellen.
Yeah, she just won't be pleased if we love her.
Of course you will. Just don't put your penis in her.
What's the point of that?
Because that's love. Yeah, so basically, the Epic Game Store as a thing kind of popped out of nowhere. caused some controversy with Metro Exodus, where it was sold on Steam and then sort of said, "Oh, it's not going to be on there anymore. Bye bye."
Yeah, it is kind
That
of
was a
like
bit cheap.
Yeah, it was really scummy what they did with Metro Exodus. I haven't bought it. I mean, I do have the Epic Games Store begrudgingly installed now because of a game that was exclusive to it that we were planning on reviewing. That
But
Snare
it's
found
not.
out after I bought it that we're planning to review
So
it.
it sounds like their marketing's working because he used it and didn't have to.
No, apparently it was available on another platform, but I hate that platform even more. So
He does. But we're turning him around
to do what?
because it's where you can play.
You're turning me round so you can. Well, I don't like the sound of that.
So I think what's to take away from this is just to think about your choices as a consumer. If you're going to be purchasing video games from anyone, anywhere, it's more than just, oh, little Jimmy wants this for his birthday, let's give him that. It's think about using your consumer power to buy from where you want to. Let's face it, Steam has kind of neglected the PC community for some time in terms of quality and producing anything that themselves that people have been screaming for years for them to do as Valve as a company. But also the Steam client is awful. I've never liked it. It has a lot of stuff going on in it that I don't use. Epic Games Store storefront, it doesn't seem to be.
It's very feature bare.
Yeah, but like the MD is saying, I don't really want to put money in that because we're not going to succeed as a company unless we do something drastically different and be disruptive.
But it's like having a retail store and not putting carpets in it.
That's right. Put some vinyl down. It's hard wearing. It's fine.
No, I think the main problem is people are saying that Steam needs to match what they're paying developers. And I really don't think they need to. Because Steam offer the developers a lot more tools than fucking Epic does. Okay, they basically get use of the Epic engine for free if they release on there. Which is
I didn't know they got that too.
Yeah, they get that too.
Oh,
they
right.
get you to use their proprietary engine. Or at least for a discount. I forget which, if it was free or heavily discounted. But Steam do a lot for the developer. They're easily the biggest platform still, so they get their game under more eyes. The thing that is making the difference is these huge payouts that they're initially doing. I mean, if you're a little indie game and you're going, oh well, which platform should we use? And Epic goes, we'll give you $2 million. They're like, well, you then. Obs.
Yeah, I mean the problem is does it cost like 80 quid to publish on Steam or something like that?
No, but I mean, if you look, Epic aren't even offering the lowest cut. If you look at Discord, that's actually offering the highest cut to the developers by I think it's actually like 100%.
Crikey.
Yeah, so
it's not a business model,
and they're not challenging Steam at all. So it's not about the cut the developer is getting; it's the big golden handshake they're getting at the start.
Yeah, I mean,
it's causing it.
They're causing disruption. They're getting in the media, the games media. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. So they've got people's attention. And if they do come out and say, "Oh, while you're here, we've got these amazing games that are coming in," and it's the same argument that happened when the current gen of consoles came out. We've said this many times with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. The Xbox 360 focused on games and it was the winner. Next generation, the PS4 went, right, we need to focus on games, and it has just taken away with it. I think everyone can agree that the PS4, in terms of consoles, has just done a better job of retaining people's attention and engagement because the games on there have been fucking knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, whereas
certainly last year.
Even Xbox exclusives haven't been doing great. I mean, look at Crackdown 3. I mean, there are some good ones on there, but generally the good ones can also be bought on PC anyway. So.
So it's that kind of thing where people in video games, surprisingly, like video games. So that's should always be the driver for getting people on board. And it looks like Epic have understood that a little bit and gone, okay, we need good games. This is what we do to get them. We've done it. Here you go. It's cost some money. But they're going on the back of being hugely successful in their own right. So it's like Google deciding to do something and going, oh yeah, we got the funds to do that.
Well, it will be interesting when the Fortnite train runs out of steam, which it will, because it happened to PUBG and stuff like that.
Yeah, Fortnite's in a different level though. I think it'll be around for some time.
I think it will eventually run out of steam, and it'll be interesting to see if they continue giving golden handshakes like they're doing at the moment when they haven't got that sort of massive income.
Well, I think Fortnite. It's maybe a whole different video, but I think that they're expanding their horizons, and if they do become a proper challenger to Steam, it might make Steam up their game, which they need to do, I think. So I'm all for it in that respect. But again, like I said before, you guys as the consumer of video games, you need to exercise that right. So if you don't like what a company is doing, don't buy from them. And if it's a game that you really want, then you have to make that choice whether it's worth sacrificing any principles you have just because you want to play it.
Yeah, Epic Games Store for me, I mean, it works okay, but I do have some reservations about it. For instance, when I had to set up my account when I downloaded the client, I put my email address in it. It's like, oh, no, that you've already got an account. I'm like, oh, okay, so I've obviously registered like on a previous Epic game, and it's just carried that over or something. So I went in, and I'm like, okay, well, I have no idea what this password is, so I'll reset the password. So it emailed me the password, I reset it, went in. Apparently I live in Thailand, and I have a name with a lot of I's and O's in it, and nothing in my games library, fortunately. So someone had used my email address to set up an account on there.
Wow. And there is also a story, just to bear in mind, that there was a story of the Epic Games tool or client scanning your Steam drive or your Steam collection.
It was looking for usernames of friends, I think.
Yeah, but it was the whole thing of, we're not recording that data, it's just happening as part of a normal thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Well, be careful.
The CEO came out and said that they should have asked permission prior to doing it rather than just doing it.
So it doesn't really wash for me. It's a little bit dubious. So be careful, do your research, and if you do like what they're offering and they seem up to speed and good, then it's great. But I still think we should wait and see before we start diving in like this schmuck to a new client.
I wanted to shoot gangs in the face.
Yeah, don't give too much away. Don't create this division between us.
I still love you.
I love you too.
Oh God.
I was working hard for it.
He was working hard for it.
But yeah, that's our kind of thoughts on Epic Games Store. I haven't really got involved with it yet. I don't really fancy having another client on my PC, but I will probably get there at some point.
Yeah, I've only got a small C drive, but a little SSD to run Windows, and that's full of shit.
Certainly is. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Epic Games Store? Is it something to be worried about? Is it something that you think is a good idea to have competition with Steam? Are you excited by the games that are coming? Let us know down below in the comments.
Yes, I would say that competition is indeed a good thing, and competitors with Steam is a good thing. But you're not having competition if you're not allowing that game to be on both platforms.
Indeed. So that's all from us today. Thanks for watching. It's very appreciated. Don't forget we have videos out every Wednesday and Saturday.
And if you like what you've seen today, because, why wouldn't you check this face?
Forget that bit.
Subscribe down below and ring that bell to get annoying pop-up notifications twice a week from us.
Cha-ching. Thanks, guys, and take care of yourselves.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.